What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. If you tuned in last time, you'll know that I was doing some work on this thing. Bit of an update on the gearbox situation. I ended up pulling the front plate off the box here that houses the input shaft seal, and it turns out that the plate that bolts onto here, the 4 bolts that were holding it in, they pretty much were finger tight. I put the rattle gun on them to like rattle them out, and it didn't even like do the dig 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 to like undo them. It just like wound them straight out, so they were pretty loose. So I think what was happening was the oil was obviously just seeping past the, it's only silicone there, it was just seeping past that. There was like 2 layers of silicone too. There's like a black silicone, and then it also had remnants of like the grey stuff, the 3-bond stuff. So I don't know what's going on there, but doing the seal anyway. Took it to work to get it sized up and ordered, so that'll be on its way. We'll do that while it's there. It looked alright, but I mean it's a part and it's a small cheap seal, so why not, eh? But yeah, I'll do the I had some fittings turn up, not some fittings, just some weld-ons actually. Just some weld-on bungs turn up. I haven't got the actual other fittings in line yet because I don't know like length and stuff. I wanted to make the reservoir and mount it and then like measure it all out and what was needed. So I'm gonna weld those on today, get the reservoir welded up like I was explaining last time. But I came up with an idea on the inside design. Remember I was going on about how I was going to try to make it a bit better. This is a bit of a picture. Great artist. I'm going to do it like this. So, well, there's a 3D version. So, like through this section here, obviously, which is this section, I'm going to have a pipe welded underneath the hole here, so it fills up the bottom. So this section in here is separated from the where you're filling it, so you can actually pull the cap off when it's running and not have any like it swirling around and all splashing up anywhere, because it'll be like in a separate compartment. So that's how that'll work. Well, hopefully it works. But yeah, I'll cut some pipe up and cut this top off and show you about a bit more of a descriptive fucking picture of how it's gonna go. So yeah, so I got the cap off. I just cut the tack welds off. So the plan is I'll drill that hole out in the center there. I'll probably die grind it out actually, because I don't have a drill bit that size. It's like fucking, the pipe I'm using is well, like 25 mil or something, so I'll have to die grind it, but it's only aluminium, so it'll be nice and easy. So what I'll do is I'll weld it to the top here first, so it's like that, and then I'll slip it through downwards like that, and then I'll go from the underside and just see if I can weld it. I might not be able to weld it through there, but I might do is make it so it slips like nice and tightly through, so there's not much of a gap there. But we'll see how it goes, because I think me welding it in from the top here first, the best idea probably would have been to weld it to this thing first and then slip it in and then tack it to the outside. So I might actually do that. I'll get through there and I'll cut these welds out. I'll just probably die grind them out. I'll pull this plate out and then weld this fitting to it first and then slide it in, tack it. And wow, actually alright, I've split up all the pieces because this kind of has to be welded together in like a certain order, otherwise I won't be able to like get the torch in there to finish some bits off. So I'm gonna have to weld that to that first, that to that, and then sort of slip that into here and then weld the lid on that way. So see how we get on with that. I'll have to get that hole there ground out to slip that through, and then I'll weld that to this first and then drill the hole later, because when you weld this thin as pipe here, if it's like, if that say that was the same size as that interior hole and it was like right on the edge there, even with the foot pedal or the welder, it's real hard to get like the heat to stay low before this starts running away and melting away. So if I've got some extra material there on the plate here, it'll take some of the heat and it won't melt off. So I'll weld that first and then drill the hole through it afterwards. Weld. I don't know where my welding gloves have gone, so apparently I'm just going to get burnt hands today for the sake of content. Cool. Alright, not my best welding, but I think my the welding rod I used, because it's been sitting on the bench, I think it got a bit of contamination in it, so it got a couple of gross spots in there, plus this pipe that I cut up as well. It's just been sitting in these buckets down here, and it's pretty gross as well, so it worked with what we had, but I mean, she's attached. I'll make sure everything's nice and clean for the outside well so they come up real good. So yeah, we'll carry on. Alright, now we weld that to that. I'll sort of just set that on top and put the pipe over top to kind of line it up so it's nice and like squarish, I suppose. Alright, I got this thing all nipped up. Yeah, I changed the stick and it was better on the bottom, but I still think it's this pipe here that's a bit gross. So next one I make, I'll give it a good fucking clean acetone or something, or whatever you use to clean aluminium, so then it's nice and tidy. But yeah, got that all whipped up, so whoops, it'll just, you know, go in there. I'll weld around the top. Alright, this is my return pipe just tacked in. It's not going to be this long, obviously, so it'll be chopped pretty flush, and then the fitting we welded on, you know, roughly there. Alright, so I did the welding on the bloody reservoirs and it turned out like shit. So I'm not happy with it to like put on a car and say, yeah, I built that. So because it turned out like, I don't know, I think I'll put it down to my welding rod being contaminated, because it's just been sitting in the shed and it's quite old, so I think it's got some shit in it and it just makes it terrible when welding. So I redid this middle part again on some real clean bits of steel, like this bottom bit here. This has the sticker stuff over it to keep it clean on the steel, and then I polished the center rod as well real good, and I've done a little run on it and it turned out way better. It didn't have that black stuff in it. Slight spots, it does have that black stuff still coming through, so I think it's my welding wire. So yeah, I'll redo it anyway. I'll make the second one and maybe I'll go get some other wire and try it out, see how it goes. What's up guys, it's a new day. As you've seen from yesterday, I kind of messed up my container. I said I messed it up. It kind of turned to shit, and yeah, I wasn't really happy with it. So as you've seen, I started making a new one. I started making the baffle plate yesterday just to test out the welding and stuff, and it turned out not too bad, the plate. So I made the new one today, or another one, this one. I haven't quite finished it, but this is as far as I got. The welding turned out, you know, miles better than what it was, because I ended up polishing the pipe, I polished everything with polish, cleaned it out, and I've gone over it again, and it turned out pretty good around here. Obviously my aluminium welding's out of practice. I need a bit more time on the torch. I don't do it every day, so obviously I'm not going to be running fucking weld porn beads, but it's good enough to hide away in the corner of a car somewhere, I think. As you can see, the black stuff up here, this black shit, as I was welding I could see it coming out of the lid, so I think my Chinese lids that I brought from AliExpress, the aluminium quality probably isn't the best, so it's probably got some impurities in it. So yeah, that'll teach me for buying those cheap ones. I should buy some nicer ones, nicer quality ones. But yeah, anyway, I might better fucking get it out or just run it. No one's going to be bloody inspecting it when they pop the bonnet, I'm sure. Well, you lot there watch might bloody fucking have a go at it now that I've told you about it, but we'll live with that. But yeah, this is the inside of it. I haven't got the bottom welded on yet, so you can see the fluid's going to come in there, return, swash around and then drain through those holes there, and then it's going to keep it separate from the bottom chamber here and where you fill it from, so you can obviously take the lid off while the car's running and not have fucking oil splashing up everywhere. And then hopefully the return line, like a swirl pot, like a coolant bottle, it's going to get rid of all the air that's in the system if it's got any, so it should be good to bloody go. But yeah, I'll have to crack on to making the bottom. Well, I've already got the plate actually. I've got the plate over here cut out. I just need to bloody stick that on there, and then put the fitting the feed line to the pump either there or on the bottom, depending how it sits on the car and how much room we've got. So yeah, good to bloody go. I'll finish that up for the next video because I'm going to wrap it up right here, so you guys can see what I've done for the weekend. But yeah, I've got a new seal coming for this, obviously. Might turn up tomorrow, so I'll assemble this tomorrow. We'll put the front back together of it. See what my mate wants to do with this clutch plate. Tilting clutches end up doing that right there. Get fractures on the in between the pucks. So we'll see if we want to get another track day out of it before replacing it, or wants to replace it now, or what the go is. So yeah, we'll have to query that one. But yeah, that's about it for now. I'll get back to you guys with another video next week or so with containers finished off, mounted, and I'll get all the lines sorted, so then we can jiggle that up as well, and whether or not I make another container, because the original plan obviously was to have 2 containers, one for each car, and since I fucked one up, I have to make a 3rd one now, which is cool. But we've got some extra pipe and it's not too bad to hole saw out those circles and shit. I just have to buy another lid. I might buy a better quality lid actually. I might buy one from New Zealand and see how that welds up. But yeah, that's about it really. I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Peace out.